Welcome back, everybody. We have spaying or neutering your pet, such an important decision for pet owners. It doesn't just help curb a pet overpopulation, but can also make your pet live a healthier life.
Joining us to share more is Lee Chambers from Dakin Humane Society. Lee, spaying and neutering, we've talked about it many times on Mass Appeal, but you can't say it enough how important it is.
Yep, we talk about it all the time, and yet the need is there always. As long as the pets keep coming into the world, and they do, the need is there. So there are just so many advantages to it, and this is the time of year at Dakin, of course, kitten season. We get this tsunami of kittens. And the good news is 5 years ago when we opened our Springfield location, for example, we took in 1,600 homeless kittens in the course of the year. Last year we took in 1,100. That's 500 down. That's encouraging.
That's
and I think
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a step in the right direction with our spay neuter clinic. I think that's got a lot to do with it, but the work is never done. So
right, and you can always be reminding people if you see a stray cat or whatever you can do to help keep the population down. Now, what about when? When is the right time to spay or neuter your pet?
Okay, well, I mean, I know I grew up thinking 6 months was the benchmark, and I think a lot of us thought that. We've since found out that's not the case. They can and should be fixed earlier than that because they can become parents at 4 and 5 months, cats or dogs. So we do spay neuter surgeries at Dakin on pets who are 2 months old. They only have to weigh a minimum of 2 pounds. Got to hit that mark.
Really?
But 2 pounds, 8 weeks is our rule of thumb. And they need to have that done then because, like I say, if you wait till 6 months, you might get a surprise that you don't want.
Yeah, so don't wait.
Very
don't
unwanted
procrastinate
surprise.
in that situation.
Right.
And by the way, this is a dog who can really speak to the advantages of having some spay and neuter surgery.
Oh, Rollins.
That's Rollins. He's my dog. He got spayed and neutered because we adopted him at Dakin. And there's so many behavioral changes that are helpful.
Oh, boy.
And there's behavior benefits, there's health benefits. Talk a little bit about those.
Happy to do so. Behavioral benefits, wow, where do I begin? If you have an intact, which is what you refer to as a non-fixed animal, if you have an intact male, cats, for example, tomcats, you can bet that they're going to be running out the door every chance they get looking for females. They're going to get in fights with other cats. They're going to come home beat up, needing attention, medical attention. There's money that you don't want to spend, and you obviously don't want that to happen to your cat. Dogs will roam, intact males will roam and try to get out of the house constantly, dig under fences to get to females.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. They will do anything to get out and get to a potential mate, and they will get in fights with other animals over the females. They'll possibly run into cars. You know, they will do anything. And
they'll risk their life.
They will risk their lives, is right. And with females, if you don't have them fixed and they go into heat, it's not pleasant with an indoor animal and the yowling, and you know the female has her own little set of behavioral quirks that you don't want to deal with. So it's such a win-win. You know, you just want to keep them in good health. The other thing, like you mentioned, there are definitely reproductive cancers that can happen with intact animals, and uterine infections and breast cancer, for example. 50% chance of fatality in dogs, 90% in cats.
Really?
Yeah, so they can get those kind of cancers that are tied to reproductive organs. All the more reason to fix them.
Absolutely.
And now I bet there's a lot of people out there who think the process is very expensive or hard to do, but you always are having cats fixed free programs.
Yes, we have at Dakin a fantastic program. Thank you, PetSmart Charities, who makes that possible. It's Cats Fixed Free, and we used to have just a couple of zip codes where if people lived in 2 zip codes, these 2 in particular, you can get your cat fixed free. They've expanded the program. It now includes West Springfield, Holyoke, Chicopee, and now 2 zip codes in Springfield, 01105 and 01108. So if you live in those zip codes or towns and you have a cat who is not fixed, we will do that for free. And the important thing to note is we want to work with people to hit the right price mark so they get it done. Our rates are already very, very good, and we have excellent top staff there. You know, these are terrific veterinarians who do these surgeries, and the rates are already discounted to make it happen. But even if our rates on our website, dakinhumane.org, even if that's a struggle for you, call us. We'll work with you.
They'll make it happen.
We want to do what's right for animals. I think that's wonderful. Thank you,
so
Lee.
Thank you.
By the way, if you want to learn more about spay neuter surgeries, call 413-781-4019 or visit dakinhumane.org.